trouble with your youngest?
Judy's in the hands of the shrink again. She and Barry are having problems in the bedroom, apparently.
Why do you think she's like that, Lynn?
I don't know why. I mean, it certainly doesn't come from me. I was always very open about sex with her. In fact, I started educating her when she was quite young. I took her aside. I said to her, pet. I said, love. I said, pet. I said to her, sex is an awful, horrible business. Men are animals with urges. Beasts, I said. I said to her, there is no getting away from it. Men will always be at your parts. So I said, the best advice I can give you, darling, is to leave the telly on, read a magazine, let him do his business, and then just try and put it behind you.
Oh, you're a good mum, Lynn.
What better advice could a mother give a 5-year-old? And I was right about that, you know. I mean, that husband of hers has turned her into a cot case. Still, that's what you get for caring.
Well, hello!
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the Rosemary Galore Show, live.
From Sydney, Australia.
Kind of from Sydney.
Yes, indeed. So this is the beautiful Sydney Harbour. We are looking over from Circular Quay towards the Harbour Bridge. If you go that way a little bit, you would come to the Opera House.
It's just right there, you guys.
Just right
Literally,
there.
just turn your head that way, and it's right there. And it would be about that big. Maybe that's about how big it would be from right here.
It would be.
Yeah.
And that's why we entitled the opening number The Real Housewives of the Bush. Because it's the bush.
I thought it would be fun to have an Australian kind of themed show because that's where my good old husband is from, all right?
Yes, I came from there. In fact, on the other side of the bridge you can see behind us is where I grew up.
That's the Sydney Harbour Bridge, you guys.
That is.
It's very expensive to climb up there. And you can't even bring your own camera. You can't even propose to someone up there with a ring because you are not allowed to take anything with you in case you accidentally drop it down and it makes an accident and people die. Because that used to happen.
And in fact, you have to wear special clothes to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. They have all these little hooks and you hook yourself and you hook yourself as you walk over it. And the whole bridge sways when you're at the top. And you can feel the cars moving along beneath you.
Has anyone out there ever been there or done that? I know my friend Bill Langley has and was very jealous because I have not done it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got some people joining us.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that fantastic?
Hello, viewers.
Hi, viewers. We've got Chip.
Hello, Chip.
We've got Ryan.
Chip and Ryan, you guys. Cheers, everybody,
Hey,
to Dr. Galore's invisible glass.
My invisible glass again.
He loves it. Cheers me. There.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
Here we go, guys.
And of course we
cheers of the
have
night.
Erica September Carrington here.
Oh,
well, girl, we have a surprise for you.
Oh, that's a surprise to me.
Mm.
Erica, so little do you know, world out there, unless you watched your show, in case you do know. We're going to talk about it way later on at the end of the show, so you're going to have to stick around for all the chit-chat. But we decided to take part of the Erica September Carrington Challenge and dedicate a number to her as her.
Yes.
Now, it's very exciting, but you're going to have to wait till much, much later. It's going to close out our show. So, modify your drinking and whatnot now.
Or
TikTok,
else
okay, people? You might miss
drink
it.
more, because
there's also
then
that,
then the new Erica, the Rosemary Erica, will look so beautiful that you will not know what has come across your screen.
Yeah, I like to call her Berica November Draggington.
Oh, you did call her that. It's quite funny.
It should have been Drunkington.
Drunkington.
That would
Yes,
have been
indeed.
much more appropriate. Now, since we're here in Sydney, and what is that? Why, yes, that is a Royal Caribbean cruise ship right there in the Sydney Harbor. Now, I was not lucky enough to be on the cruises that went to Australia back in the day, because at first, for the first few years, they stopped them because after 9/11 happened, they called it exotic destinations. All the exotic destination cruises were canceled for like a good, I don't know, season or at least year, so I missed out and I never got to do it. But I did go when I was 26, I think, for the first time. Hi, Mitchell, if you're out there, thanks a lot. For nothing. And I was there for a month, and then a year later, I went back for another month, and then like 10 years later, I married one. Now I get to go whenever I want, which can't go.
Is infrequent, and now probably not that frequent at all, because Australians or people going to Australia, you get off the plane, 14 days locked up.
Although, we're not going to talk about it. Hey, Brandy. But I heard that they were over the virus, allegedly, already.
Well, I was calling my mother yesterday. It was her birthday. I don't know if
and
she's
Mother's
joined us.
Day. Happy Mother's Day to
Ursula,
all the moms.
if you're here, happy birthday and Mother's Day for yesterday.
Yay, Mommy.
It's actually still your birthday here today. Why are we talking about my mother?
Because you called her yesterday and we were talking about the virus.
And she told me that in her city, Canberra, which is the national capital, restaurants are opening. And that's because they haven't had a single death or a single case for 2 weeks. Apparently that is true for all countries, which are not here in the UK.
Well, we are the dumbest, aren't we? Hashtag Brexit. Hashtag
Erica,
America.
we didn't meet in Australia. In fact, we met here. I was commuting at the time I lived in London. I was commuting from London to here and back, and I did that every 2 weeks, and that's when we met.
Yes, and I do not have a dual citizenship, because to get that we would have to move to Australia, and I would have to live there for like 2 or 3 years, I think, first before I could get that.
You would.
But how many citizenships do you have?
3.
He's got 3, you guys. In Spanish, that's tres.
I have 3. I am British, Australian, and now, as of last year, American.
I went to this ceremony. It was very exciting. There were lots of little mini flags being waved furiously like this.
And there was a sneaky trick at my citizenship interview. Oh, it was so funny, because we were at the height of Trump mania, not that we aren't at the height of it now. And the interviewer from the government was like, oh, look at all these screens. They were playing screens of CNN on one side and screens of Fox on the other. And they were like, which of the two do you like? And I'm like, oh, this is such a trick question. Such a trick question. I knew that if I said anything about the disgustingness of Fox, that I would not be a citizen today. So actually what I said was, well, you have to look at both to get the appropriate balance to your opinion, which is complete crap, of course. But apparently I got a passport, so it worked.
Guess they just give them out like gumballs.
They do. Here I am, American, with this accent.
Cheers to you, Rosemary. Cheers to you, invisible glass,
invisible
citizen
glass
of
again.
America.
Can I blot
beyond.
things out? Look, I can blot my face out. Ooh, the magic.
You should do it in front of your shirt, and then it'll be like Death Becomes Her.
Like Death Becomes Her.
Now, I have questions for you.
You do?
I do. It's about Straya.
Straya. Did you hear how she said that? Straya. It's
Straya.
spelled S-T-R-A-Y. I can't even spell it. It's how we say
Straya.
it. Straya.
Yeah. It's like saying America, but Straya.
Yes, Marina Mac, I am a Fox lover. I am such a Fox lover that I don't have it on any TV
In
the
fact,
house.
he's a foxymoron.
Oh my God, no one's going to get that. You'll have to explain it.
It's all right. Now, I'm going to do the rest of the show in my Australian accent, so it looks like we're actually there in Australia. So, all right, James.
Like, got to tell you this?
Yes,
Before you
crikey, I
continue,
can't wait to hear it. Here we go.
I am from there, and I cannot understand a word.
Can't understand a
Can't
word.
understand a word.
All right, here we go anyway, Governor. Oh, wrong country.
Oh.
That's the wrong continent. Whatever. What are your thoughts on the Outback Steakhouse?
Oh my God, the Outback Steakhouse. The bloomin' onion.
Okay, first of all, we're dying to know, are the things on the menu really Australian things that you eat and like and enjoy? Like the bloomin' onion.
There's no such thing as a bloomin' onion in Australia.
There isn't, you guys. They've
There
been
isn't.
there. I've looked.
No
There-
bloomin'
it's
onion.
not there.
But the Outback Steakhouse, I remember in the 90s maybe, I went to the Outback Steakhouse, and in those days the waiters were all encouraged to have Australian accents.
Oh,
and
yes,
it was
they were.
so extremely bad. So bad.
I would have been the best worker there. I would have said,
been,
crikey.
You would have been so bad.
I would have been, like, hired and then promoted.
Marina Mac, yes, Priscilla. And would you be up for Marina Mac doing with Rosemary, cock on a frock, cock on a rock in a sock? No, I've rocked it.
It's a dyke on a bike.
No, it's not.
If you like.
It's cock in a frock on a rock. Would you be open to that, doing that, Marina, with Rosemary?
What is that?
In the desert. What basically happens is at the end of it, all the queens get dressed up in the most extraordinary drag. And then, in heels, they climb Ayers Rock. It's a cock in a frock on a rock. And they do this huge scene at the end. It's excellent. I think you and Marina should do it.
I've got rocks in my backyard. We could just stand on those. Done. Okay, now
Erica,
back to
you're
the question.
coming as well.
Yeah.
Bring a heel.
We'll get all the girls that we can fit on a rock without busting a rock.
Skull rock.
Now, okay, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
It's in Joshua Tree. If you're not joining us, we're from Palm Springs, although right now we're all the way down under, next to the bush, in Straya.
Christopher Durbin wants to see cock in a frock on a rock ×3. What I will be doing is drinking and bringing things for the blisters. And Durbin, you need to drink and bring things to the blisters as well. And we will sit there and film them and watch them struggle up Skull Rock.
Rude, you're going to be like traversing the mountain, like pulling us up on the rig just to get us in place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my next question is, are you or anyone you related to, wait, do you or anyone you are related to know Kylie Minogue?
No.
Oh, that's...
Sorry about it.
Are you guys like related to her maybe?
No, she's old. I didn't know her.
But she's like great and I love her.
I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, Australia is not one person plus Kylie.
I mean, it's pretty
Clearly...
small. Right? No.
But I did meet the Queen.
You met the Queen? Wait.
I did.
Like Freddie Mercury?
No, Her Majesty.
Oh, like the Queen.
The Queen. I did meet her once.
In Australia?
In Britain.
Oh, well, we're not talking about that continent. That
Okay, we'll
doesn't
talk
make
that
any
about
sense.
some other time.
Yeah. Although, you guys, if you look right behind Dr. Galore's shoulder on the other side, that's like one of those water taxis. You can take it across the harbor. And guess what they have in the harbor? Nobody talks about it.
Water.
No one ever talks about it. Besides the water, obviously.
The water.
There are flying fish. Now, when you take the water taxi from the harbor across to anywhere else, like to Manly or Taronga. I love Taronga Zoo. It's the best zoo in the whole wide world because I said so. Probably not as good as the Asian zoos, but it's really good.
I hear it's not as good as San Diego's.
Ooh,
I've not been.
I have, and I would say that the scenery, so when you go to the zoo in Australia, you guys, when you go to Taronga Zoo, when you're there, it's built into the mountainside, so when you're looking at the animals, like the giraffe heads are here, and you're looking through them and you see Sydney City and the Harbor Bridge, and you're just like, wow, it's amazing. So in that regard, it's just different than San Diego, but they're just both impeccable zoos.
Mm-hmm.
But they have flying fish in the water, and no one says, hey, guess what? They have flying fish there.
It's very cool.
It's like a thing. Like, you know that there are flying fish in Catalina. You know it. It's great. But they don't talk about it in the Sydney Harbor. I guess there's more things to talk about than stupid flying fish. I just love flying fish. Who doesn't love flying fish? It's like the people who don't love fireflies would probably not like flying fish, and those people are wrong.
So Jayla's here. Hi, Jayla.
Hi, Jayla. I'm sad that your play show is temporarily postponed until Friday.
I wonder why that was.
Because I don't know what she's doing. She's going to work on something because it'll be extra fabulous on Friday.
Special
I just
project.
know it. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of special projects happening out there.
I know.
Queens.
Have you noticed that all the queens are now recording things suddenly?
Well, it's very hard to do everything just live, and it's
Oh,
far
you can't do
easier.
it. We pre-record so much of our stuff.
Yeah, it's just the way the world works, especially when some people still actually have a real job. Not me, obviously.
You refer to my job?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a job.
Yeah, he's got a job, you guys. Now,
Marina, I'm sorry. You need to not floss with feathers, and then they will not be stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, no, that's not nice.
Also, it's expensive to floss with feathers. Just don't do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
So do you have another question for me?
I do.
Australia?
Okay, guys, here we go. You can play at home too. Now, I'm going to do what they call word associations.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say a word, and you are going to say the first word that comes out of your brain when I say my word. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
But I feel like if you say the word that I don't think you should say, I'm just going to tell you that you're wrong.
So you should tell me I should do a different word?
No, do what you're thinking, but then I'm going to tell you what the real word
Oh,
is.
so basically this is really about your word association.
No, it's really about yours. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play.
So much fun. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Kanga.
Roo.
Correct. Koala.
Pie.
Oh, it's bear.
Sorry, no. You know, koala pie is a real delicacy in Australia.
Have you eaten a koala pie with koala in it?
So basically what you do is you go around the trees in the bush.
Uh-huh.
You reach up and you pluck down the bear.
Uh-huh.
Then you skin it, you put it in a pie. Then you bake it. And it's delicious.
With all the bones in it?
You have to leave the bones and you need to leave the little poison spur. Spur for flavour.
Poison turns into flavoring?
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
You guys know that they have a little poison spike, right? To like kill things, including you. They're not as sweet when you see everyone like, oh look, I touched and I took a picture of it.
So of course I'm lying.
They're deadly.
No one actually eats koalas in Australia, but they
do
have
eat
the poison spike.
They do have that, and they do eat kangaroo.
Kangaroo meat, yes.
Have you eaten kangaroo meat?
I have eaten kangaroo meat. It's very gamey.
It's
and
tough.
It's very tough.
I've had kangaroo. I wasn't happy about it, you guys. I was like, no.
I had snakes once.
Oh no.
There's like special snakes. Also, there's alligator.
I've had alligator. Not a fan. On a shoe or a bag, I'm fine. In my mouth, on a plate, no thanks.
No, so it's very gamey. That's like there are many things in Australia that people go yuck. Like Daniel Medina, for example, has gone, oh my God.
Okay, wait.
Lots of people go yuck, for example, when I talk about eating grubs and snakes.
Well, grubs, everybody eats grubs. That's so that TV show with Joe Rogan. Do you guys remember that out there where they would like do crazy things like eat a bowl of hissing cockroaches for $5 and they would do it? Okay, anyway, so back to our game. Sydney Harbour.
Bridge.
Correct.
This is so hard.
Didgeridoo.
Don't.
Yes!
I knew it.
Okay, so now it's one of those like other game shows. Okay. The last two are the hardest two.
Okay.
Dot.
So this is hard. Can you give me a clue?
Dot.
That is not a clue.
Australia. Okay, dots.
Oh, dot painting.
Oh, it's very close.
Dot art.
Yes, dot art. Judges
Dot
would
art.
say yes. They said yes to painting because the painting would have been art. Now.
Not .com,
Not
Chip.
.com. No, dot art, darling.
It's
now.
dot art.
Here we go. The very last word. Are you ready? Okay, all of you commerce out there, stick to Silicon Valley, okay? It's the wrong continent. They have no working power in Australia. They have
Also-
little ladies on bicycles making power in the bridge, you guys. It's
They
crazy.
do.
Now,
And also in Australia, it's .com, .au.
ooh, yeah, it's weird.
It's very
Or
weird.
just .au. They don't even know what a com is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last one. Here we go.
Okay.
ABBA.
Rosemary.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, for the win, we'll repeat the question. ABBA.
It's so cryptic. How am I supposed to know what that is?
Well, if you think about it. Now, everyone out there in TV, internet, Facebook land, YouTube land. Not cadabra. It was not abra. It was ABBA. Now, you have to also think in the context of the show, which is in Australia. And the last question was dot art. The next question is ABBA.
I'm completely at a loss.
Okay, out there. We're going to do a little history lesson. See the dollar signs go ba-ching, ba-ching when he gets it. Who makes dot art?
Aboriginals. You're suggesting that's the answer?
ABBA.
No, obviously you go to the group.
No, you go to originals. Aboriginals.
I don't.
That's why I said it was hard, you guys. That's why it's such a great game. Yay! Abba Xanadu does not make any sense, John. But considering I don't know if you drink or not, but by that answer, I'd say yeah. So cheers to Xanadu, which is spelled with an X, by the way. But we're just here to help. So now you know.
I don't feel you can go ABBA is the clue for Aboriginal just because the previous clue was dot art.
It was, okay, so if it's an Australian themed question and the answer before was dot art, and then you say ABBA, you would think dot art. Who makes dot art? Aboriginal.
I don't know
ABBA,
that anyone
originals.
other than you thought that.
That's why it's my game.
And it's your show. I'm just the hanger.
It's like on RuPaul's Drag Race where she like tweeted or emailed or who knows what back then when she said something about like whatever and all the people like went crazy on her. They're like, oh, you don't like trannies. And she was like, it's a drag queen show. It's my show. I choose what I want and that's okay. And you know what? That is okay.
Oh, there's got to be a bonus round according to Christopher Burton.
A bonus round. Okay. Bonus question.
Okay.
This is how quick I am.
Okay.
Flying.
And I need to do the next word. Qantas. That cannot be wrong. National Airline of Australia. Australian themed. These are all your arguments.
Yeah. Hey guys, guess what's fun?
Torturing her husband.
Remember that time, like 30 seconds ago, when I was raving about the flying fish in the water that we're sitting on? That was a clue. I'll try it again. Flying...
Qantas.
Son of a...
It's not flying fish.
Sure,
there are very few flying fish in Sydney Harbour. But you know what is in Sydney Harbour?
Drunk Australians.
And blue ring octopuses.
Ooh, I don't know what a blue ring octopus is.
So Australia has much flora and fauna, which is very interesting. We'll probably talk about it again later, but
Navigator.
there are these baby, tiny, cute little octopuses. They are so cute, and when you look at them and they notice you, they glow blue. The like veins and the blood glows blue.
That's so sweet.
And it's very pretty. That means they're angry. And if they sting you, you die in 5 minutes.
Oh my god, 5 minutes?
Yep, you're dead.
Oh, that's icky.
So don't touch a blue ring octopus.
Oh, I don't want to touch any octopuses. I don't like touching fish, you guys. I have a little mantra. It's not the 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, nothing sees bother me, which is also great.
But speaking...
if it comes out of the sea, it ain't for me. And that is true. I don't even like seaweed, you guys. The only thing that I do like is maybe a face product that might have come from the sea, like algae or something, or maybe like Dead Sea mud, but like things that live in the water. No. No.
Hi, Victoria. I hope you are in the right place.
Hi.
Welcome. It's great to see you.
Thanks for falling into our show in my perky bosom. Thanks, Quarantine, for my brand new Dr. Zinsmore like bosom. Look at that, you guys. People pay good money for that. And I just say, thanks, Ben and Jerry's.
And I get it for free. I'm lucky.
Yeah. La Mera. Oh.
AD, I love octopuses as well, and I especially love eating octopus.
No.
Have you tried,
No.
who has tried the calamari
No.
at Tropical? It is
Okay.
actually to die for.
Now, if you're a Palm Springs frequenter, first-timer, about to beer, liverer, just moved here somehow, if you have not been to the Tropical, then you are not living your life right. I don't even like calamari, but every single person that has ever come to visit us, we take to the Tropical, and they like calamari, and they're like, their tongue just like rolls out onto the plate, and they're like, ugh, and their hearts start like beating out of their eyes, and then their tongue like scoops one up and just rolls back in. And then it just melts in their mouth. That's just what I see. I don't even.
Then, if you go on the right night to Tropical, you can go next door and see Marina be filthy.
Yeah!
I love that.
Or Bella Havlet stick on. Because on Thursdays it's Bella's show and on Fridays it's Marina's show. Two very different shows. And they're right next door, you guys. And it's one of the most beautiful bars in the Coachella Valley.
It is.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, I have a question.
Okay.
Who out there has watched Hollywood, the new Ryan Murphy show on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Raise your hand. Hi, it's me. We just binged it all.
It's so
and it was great.
good.
Now, the thing I really liked about the show.
Tell me.
Okay, first of all, if you're listening out there, wiggers, people who do wigs, wig geniuses.
Victoria, you friend us and we will take you for calamari the next time you come.
Yeah, maybe they sell their calamari and they ship it. I don't know. So, any wig wizards out there that are watching and want to donate wigs to this head, Patti LuPone's wigs in that show are amazing. They are sculptural pieces of art, and I need it on my head. Now, that being said, the show, the reason I really like it is because it's reimagining Hollywood. Okay, I did some research about the show, like which character is this and who is that, and one was an amalgamation of characters like Marlon Brando and James Dean and all that stuff. You know, the guy who got the part, not the good old gay Rock Hudson. But it was great because, you know, when I researched it, it was said it's great that, you know, so-and-so won the so-and-so if you haven't watched it yet. But in reality, it wouldn't be 40 years until the future until that happened. So they were doing things like an out gay couple at the Oscars holding hands and doing like with a major new movie star. Okay, we all know that did not happen. We all wished it would have happened because that would have been amazing. But they made it happen, which is beautiful. They made it happen, and now it's there for everyone to watch and enjoy, and just to think about what today's world would have been if that actually would or could have happened when it didn't.
But wouldn't it have just resulted in today's world earlier?
Who knows?
That would be good.
Who knows? It's like that movie Sliding Doors. If you haven't seen that, you should watch it. It's a really cool movie. It's about one door sliding closed, and you catch it, and you go through. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, and Chip goes, it's interracial gay couple as
well. Right,
well.
Interracial gay couple. Sorry, I was not sensitive to the interracial groups. My bad. Okay?
Stupid.
But yeah, Sliding Doors, like, it's a thing, I always think about it all the time. After I saw that movie, it like mind melded me like crazy. I said, well, I stopped at that yellow light. What if I had ran the yellow light and went through it? What would have my day been? Probably the same most of the time, but you just never know. What if I avoided getting in an accident? Or something like that. Like when you miss the elevator door and you miss meeting the life you wanted, who knows? But it just makes you think in such a grand, it's like a happy thing. You think happy thoughts, like, wow, that would have been great if that happened. It's just great. Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Shelley.
How are you? Miss you, girl.
Just let me step back a bit.
Yeah, there should be a drag queen museum. RuPaul kind of does that, Victoria, in her pop-up shops in LA and West Hollywood. She'll have these little events, and like on these mannequins hanging from the ceiling are like costumes like throughout her career. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's really cool.
It was a great show. I need to go back a bit because apparently Erica does eat fish, lobster, and everything.
She's gross.
And Christopher doesn't.
Yes,
so this
Victoria.
means that I'm going out for fish with Erica.
Yay! And Durbin and I can have burgers.
Ew, gross.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and spend all the money with Erica on lobster. All of it.
Whatever.
Speaking of spending all the money.
Yeah?
Is it time for a number?
You guys! So this one time, I thought, let's go to Australia. It'll be great. We should have a pop-up shop in Palm Springs, and RuPaul should be here. She's very close to LA, yeah. So, we're going to take a little trip to where we already are.
Australia.
Here in Australia, in Sydney. One of my most favorite artists in the whole wide world, you guys, is Kylie Minogue.
Kylie.
She's just like the less political, happier, brighter version of like, what do they call, like Australian Madonna, right? Isn't that what they always called Kylie?
The Australian Madonna.
But she's not really the Australian Madonna.
Queen of pop.
Yeah, she's like the Britney Queen of pop.
Yeah.
Instead of like the Madonna Queen of pop. You know what I mean? It's like Madonna, you know, like it's Madonna. She looks like a boiled chicken. Good for her. She looks great. Whatever. She got the string facial. It's a little creepy, but you know, Google it. You'll see. And Kylie is just like effervescent.
And beautiful.
She's Madonna's not beautiful. She is, but she just it's not like the effervescence. She doesn't have an effervescence quality about her that Kylie does. She has like a you know, I don't know. She just looks like boiled chicken.
She does not look like a boiled chicken.
She does. She's a little like...
She's a nugget now.
It's because
she's
her body fat
nugget.
is so... Like, she's just so fit and thin, but she's of a certain age, so it just looks like... She just looks like a boiled chicken. It's okay to say that.
Oh my God, you're discussing
it's
Kylie,
I
whom
love
you're
Kylie.
about to impersonate.
Kylie is great. I'm not going to... No, I'm going to impersonate Kylie. I'm just going to do her little song. Do some...
I think it's time that we drop this and go there.
Let's do it, you guys. Kylie.
We're going to watch Rosemary impersonate a chicken.
Y-L-I-E. You can't see my foot, but it's out, you guys. I spelled Kylie.
I'm going to push the button. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, bye.
We're waiting.
See you in a minute. And we're back. Hello everyone again. I hope you loved that number. Rosemary certainly had a lot of time being on stage filming it.
I love Kylie Minogue.
And we all do.
You guys, claps for Kylie. Not for me. For Kylie Minogue. Because without her, we would not have all the beautiful Kylie Minogue music. She's just wonderful. And we love Kylie.
We do love Kylie.
She's just a light.
I remember
Just
seeing
a light,
her.
a bright, shining light.
I remember seeing her live at Mardi Gras.
Wait, what year? I also saw Kylie Minogue live once.
Did you?
I did. It was on. Okay, get this. We'll get back to Australia in a minute. It's not called the Dr. Galore Show. Now, it was my 30th very birthday, the first time. Yay, Kylie. She's amazing. Now, she had her first American tour that same year.
Did she?
And her first American tour date happened to be on my birthday.
Really?
My very 30th birthday.
And
so
did you go?
Did I buy myself 2 tickets to take with me and someone else? Yes, I did.
Did you take someone?
I did. Guess who it was?
Not me.
No, I didn't know you back then. It was Ice Skater Billy. Ice Skater Billy went.
Billy.
It was my
Fantastic.
30th birthday. We had so much fun. It was in Oakland, California. It was a pretty small theater. We were like, up in the back. But there she was. And I was like, whoever thought this day would happen? An Australian artist is finally doing her first real American tour. It was the X Tour. It was amazing. Thank you, Honoré. I love being a sassy redhead.
Sassy. I don't think you need red hair to be sassy.
Oh, no.
Sassy comes naturally to
It
her.
would be bald and it would be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell us about your Kylie sighting at the Mardi Gras.
Oh, Mardi Gras. Well, it's kind of an extraordinary event, actually. It's the largest outdoor parade in the world.
Largest people or largest, space?
Number of people who go.
Oh, is that
It's
right?
by far the largest. And it's an extraordinary experience. And
When does it happen?
It happens in about March-ish, late February, early March.
Did it happen this year?
I think it did. I couldn't say for sure. Don't forget, Australia doesn't have the same kind of virus we have in terms of the impact of it. They're nearly done.
Is that like the same thing where, they say when you look in the toilet, when you flush it, it goes the other way instead of, the way American toilets go? Because it's, the southern hemisphere. Is that true?
People say that, but I've never observed it.
You know what I observed when I went to Australia? The first thing, you better believe, I was like, flush. Guess what? Almost all the toilets I've toileted in Australia, in all the trips I've tripped on, they don't swirl at all. They just go down. They just, like a plunge, it just goes kind of like an airplane toilet. So it doesn't circle at all.
The thing about Australia toilets is, because don't forget it's a dry continent, mostly a desert, there is...
But it's surrounded by water.
Very little water in the toilet. Not like here where the whole bowl is half full. In Australia there's like a little puddle.
Yeah, they have toilets like that. They're just called water savers here, because we know Americans are gluttonous, terrible people who want everything, including this virus to be over even when it's not.
So anyway, Mardi Gras is an extraordinary event.
Like Castro Valley toilets swirl when you push it and it goes whoosh. Our Palm Springs toilets swirl, except for the Japanese toilet, the Toto. That one has a remote, you guys. You just push the button and it just kind of evaporates because it's a magic toilet.
Oh, that toilet has so many good features.
It has a heated seat. It has controls, user 1 and user 2.
Because it wants to know who you are when you're doing your business.
Yeah. Does it need to wash the front, the back, or both?
Oh my God.
Because it can.
It's got this amazing bidet facility. You push a button, you get your ass washed. What is interesting to me, computer person here, what is interesting to me is its aim is perfect. So there has to be software and there has to be some camera. And I'm like, as a person who writes software, I'm like imagining the poor guy or girl who had to write the software to aim the bidet camera in the Toto. I'm like, that is not a job.
But thankfully for them, there is a remote control that you push the buttons and it moves the wand places that it could potentially need to go. So maybe it wasn't that long of a process to figure that out. But that's not very exciting to talk
Why are we
about.
talking about the toilet? We're talking about
Well, we were talking about the way it flushed, and then I thought, oh, well, our toilet doesn't always circle flush because it's the toilet. And so, now, I have another Australia question for you.
Give it to me.
Have you ever said and meant, put another shrimp on the barbie?
I don't think any real Australian actually says that.
No.
Really, no.
Do you call it a barbie?
It does get called a barbie, but I would never call it a barbie. It does get called a shrimp in that specific context only, because the rest of the time in Australia you call them prawns.
Right, because my nickname was Sean the Prawn. Shawnee the
Shawnee
Prawny. Shawnee Prawny.
Shawnee Prawny.
STP. Shawnee the Prawny.
That's right.
That's right. But that doesn't work for Rosemary the Prawny.
No, even though you are wearing red hair.
Prawns galore.
Ew, the fishy version of you.
Yeah, that'd be so gross. If I ever, dragged up a girl, I mean, I would feel bad for her first, and then she would be, prawns galore.
Prawns galore. So we call them
prawny
prawns, but I've got to tell you, the food in
Wait,
Australia...
I thought a prawn and a shrimp were different. Not that I would care, because they're both
I
gross.
don't know, are they?
Are
Maybe
they?
shrimps are smaller?
Oh, don't ask me. I ask you. No, they don't say
Yeah,
shrimp.
we don't really say shrimp. That's correct.
Mhm.
Shrimps are people who are small.
Michael Vasquez said prongs galore. A prong is something that, for example, holds this rhinestone into place on my ring. It's a little thing that goes like this. Bloop, that's a prong, and it holds the stone in so it doesn't come out, which is hysterical.
I don't know that many people are going to want to see a prawns galore perform.
You better believe if there was a queen called Prawns Galore, you wouldn't be like, what? I need to see what the hell that is.
I think I wouldn't go and see a prawns galore.
You would. And you'd pay top dollar to do it. That you can trust.
Cheers, Rosemary. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, you guys. To prawns.
Chip, no, that's not a real diamond. It's 10 real diamonds.
Yes. Let's count the volume. Galore, Dr. Galore loves me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in total.
Not to mention the 10 million diamonds you're wearing here.
Yes, my bosom is encrusted. I thought, what should I wear today? And then I thought again. And then again. And then 6 dresses later, I was like, you know what? I think I have the perfect one. And I'm going to tell you why, but not till later. Because I need to tell the world a dirty little secret about my husband, Dr. Galore. It's terrible.
Do you think you should tell them?
I feel a little bit bad for divulging personal information.
If it's awful, I'm going to punish you for a week.
Good luck with that. Here it is. I married this man and he's never seen from start to finish without getting up and leaving Mommy Dearest.
It's true, I'm such a bad gay.
He's a bad gay.
Although,
he would
in the scheme of things, Mummy Dearest is not exactly the
stop.
ultimate gay movie.
Just stop. You will never win. I will always beat you. Now, just put your hands there. Now, how do nice young men sit? No. How a nice young man sits like this. Here, I'm going to take off my large understated ring so you can see. Charm school. Ready? A nice young man sits with his hands in a soft fist right at the edge of his knees.
I can't believe I am being charm schooled.
You could also sit up straight.
Oh my God, now my posture's not good enough?
It was just I said you could. It was your choice, and I'm glad that you made the right one.
Yes, it is a punch off my gay card. One day I'm going to sit down and actually watch it, Christopher Durbin.
Honore watched my old favorite movie, Mildred Pierce. So kudos to Honore for knowing that Mommy Dearest is a Joan Crawford movie, which he doesn't, and also knowing that Mildred Pierce was referenced in the Mommy Dearest movie, which he's never seen that part before, and he's never seen Mildred Pierce either. Yet I say I love him. So, there we have it.
Because love is not defined by the movies that one has watched.
And if it was...
we would be divorcing.
I would be saying go.
But
now.
instead,
Yeah.
you've overlooked that minor problem.
And that's because I thought,
and gone to my greater attributes.
Right, which is...
So this is very typical of Rosemary. I love being married to her. It makes me daily feel so special about myself. I wake up every morning and I go,
Great.
I feel good about myself because she has said something nice. She says it all the time.
So sweet, you guys.
I'm so sweet.
So sweet. Now, what's going to happen is...
something's happening?
What I thought about was, well, if it's okay that he hasn't seen Mommy Dearest, because I probably haven't seen some, like, ultra nerd movie that, like...
Thank you, Ryan. I agree. I am fine.
Like nerds like. I don't know what nerd movies are.
Oh, you do. You watch space movies.
No, now, like when I met him, he was like, "Oh, I like Doctor Who," and I was like, "Ooh, Doctor Who."
Oh, Doctor Who.
Ooh, Doctor
Well,
Who.
I'd like to remind you that you watched every Doctor Who from beginning
Well,
to
yeah,
end.
it's really good, you guys. It was really good. I didn't know that the nerd stuff was really good.
Yes, I've seen Cabaret and I love it, and I've seen it on Broadway and the West End.
Yeah, he loves him some musicals. Now,
I do.
He's that kind of gay where he does love, like he saw Mary Poppins on the West End like 12 times.
At least.
At least 12 times. He's seen Phantom at least.
Oh, well, we got engaged at Phantom.
Well, we got engaged at Phantom in the West End in London. and
She
it was
proposed
wonderful.
to me.
I did. I said, this man's going to make a lot of money someday. No, okay, here it is. I have not seen Showgirls in probably like 20 years. He never even knew Showgirls existed. Screenshot.
Oh, cheers again?
No,
Cheers.
it's just for me. Oh, now, I have an important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is one movie that you love that you want me to watch that I just don't want to watch?
Well, you actually have watched it. And my most favourite movie.
I know which movie it is, you
It's
guys.
so pathetic.
And
too.
I do love it, but it's one of those movies that you just can't watch all the time. Maybe a couple scenes, you cannot watch the whole thing all the time. And when he tells you what movie it is, you're going to say, oh, I love that movie, but I couldn't watch it all the time.
It's still Magnolias. It's kind of a favourite. I kind of love it. Who are you in that movie?
Well,
Because that's the most important question.
See, now here's the thing. Like, automatically, I want to be Olympia Dukakis, because she's the most powerful and beloved of all.
She's not.
She is the most powerful.
Anyway, that's me, so you can't be her. Go on, next.
She's also like the Countess in The Women. So, how about that?
Olympia?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
L'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
Oh.
She's like old and rich, and that one's more about men.
Shelley says she's Shelby. That's completely correct.
What, dead?
Dead and drinking juice.
Like when she like convulses, but Shelley's wig would just like boop, pop right off. It'd be amazing.
Erica loves Steel Magnolias. Well, doesn't
Everybody
everyone?
loves. I would like, but see, then I would like to be Truvy because she's a little chatty Cathy. She gives good hair. She likes it.
You are completely Weezer. There's no doubt about it. You are Weezer.
I was getting there, but then ultimately, I want to be Weezer because ain't nobody fucking with that bitch, and she will cut you with her tongue.
I've just been in a bad mood for 20 years.
But
That
I
is
haven't
you.
been in. I've not been in a bad mood for 20 years. And thank you, Bill. I will drink all of this juice.
Marina, you didn't miss anything because we're boring.
Yeah, we're totes boring, you guys.
Mhm.
And you know what's even more fun? Nothing.
Well, that's funny. Chip says he's Sally Field. You're Malin, Chip? I think I could see that.
I could see Chip being Milan. You
Angelique
guys.
is Trudy? I'm not sure.
Well, because she does hair.
Because she does hair. Wig magician.
Yeah. Now that means that technically Angelique the Gorgeous, thanks for this red dew, she could be Oh, I'm sorry, it's poofy. It gets poofy when I get nervous.
Jayla wants to be excited.
What's her name? What's her name?
Poofy?
Poofy. Gets poofy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm having a mental
She's
block.
got a weird name in that movie, doesn't she? The one with
She
poofy
does,
hair.
and then she lost a cocktail lounge. Her cocktail.
No, she
her
lost
contact.
her husband. Oh, she did. Oh my God! Nobody move! I lost the contact.
I cannot remember.
Who cares, you guys? What I'm drinking is absolute mandarin vodka with some pineapple juice. Because I'm so sweet.
Marina Mac, are you Truvy? You cannot be Truvy.
No, Marina is not Truvy.
I don't think Truvy.
Marina is Weeza Boudreaux.
I feel yes to Weezer for Marina.
And not just because they have the same figure.
And not because they have the same attitude either. No.
No.
Marina, do you have such a dog as Truvy has? Not Truvy, as Weezer has? Daryl Hannah.
Yes, but what was her name in the show?
Rosemary, I'm bored of talking about Steel Magnolias. What was your favourite film?
My favorite film besides all... Okay, we'll just put the classics aside. We'll just say classics are
A
all...
Nell.
I love them all
It's
so
a Nell.
much.
Thank you, John. It's a
A
Nell.
nail, yes. Your dog could be a cat, girl. It's okay. It's drag. Calm down, Marina. Now, my favorite movie. Well, it's just so hard. I used to make all of my friends watch the same movies I liked, like my top 5, which were like Mommy Dearest, Drop Dead Gorgeous, Best in Show, and then like Mildred Pierce. And then I don't even know. But those were my favorite movies. I loved them, and I made all my friends watch them because I would only like to talk in the movie dialogue, and so they would like understand me better when I would just be like, you have to move the tree, and they would just get it. Or I'd be like, you go get the busy bee, and they would be like, I get it. I love those movies. You've seen Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I have. I love Drop Dead Gorgeous.
He loves it, but he mostly loves that movie because Allison Janney is in it, and he loves her, not from being Tanya Harding's mom, but from that movie, TV show with the wings.
No, press secretary in the West Wing.
The West
My
Wing, sorry.
all-time
The West
favourite
Wing,
TV
the
show,
West
which
Wing.
I watch over and over and over. I watch it at least once a year from beginning to end.
Once a year, he never stops watching it. And now that my mommy dearest lives here, they watch it together. And I'm like, thank
No,
God.
she watches Grey's with me.
Oh, was it Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's
Thank
Anatomy.
God I don't have to watch that. Depressing. Who wants to watch a hospital drama? Everyone's constantly dying and sick. Ew, I don't even like going into the
And
hospital.
now that they have their own house, I'm going over there to watch it when you're here.
Party!
Yeah, Alison Janney is my favourite actress.
I love Allison Janney. She is wonderful. And I loved her on Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh, she was just so funny. Now, you guys, I have some sad yet pertinent information to tell you.
Oh, tell us.
If you joined the Durbinses on their Sunday Fun Day show, which was just yesterday,
Just yesterday.
you would have heard, I mean, like really, if you wanted to hear what it was like, you would just like stuff your ears full of cotton soaked with vodka cotton balls, like just many of them.
Can I interrupt?
Why?
I have to tell them, the Durbins, that I did not destroy more furniture yesterday. Please
Didn't you?
continue.
Well, yeah, thanks. So you got to get your cotton balls soaked in vodka. You got to stuff them in your ears. And then rub some on your eyes. And then you look like this. And then you start swirling a little bit. And then you'll remember at the very last... Do it with me, everybody. You too. Come on. Squint your eyes. Swirl around. And you'll remember. It's like we're going back in time. Erica said, This girl might not be here anymore, you guys. Wait, where's my cigarette?
Oh my God, spray me with vodka.
This girl might not be here anymore after COVID, you guys. Glasses, glasses, glasses. Nostrils, nostrils. Close up to the camera. Comes back. I mean, I just don't even know about all these COVID things. I just might not do drag anymore. I don't know. Drinks, drinks, drinks. Shots, shots, shots. Anyway, she decided to have a little fun with herself in case she decides to RIP. which is not rest in the post office where she used to work. Okay, people? So stop stalking the post office. You can just go home. She'll deliver your mail in person. Okay, for a small nominal fee.
Oh, no.
I said for a small nominal fee, Erica September Carrington will deliver your mail if you live in the Palm Springs and greater Coachella Valley area. Now, that's not the information I wanted to tell you, but
Erica,
you're welcome.
If you would like me to cut her, I will.
Now, it's Durbin's Deliveries, hashtag Erica September Carrington Cares, okay? Yeah, it's like Meals on Wheels, but it's not, okay? Now, poor Erica, it's just devastated for some reason or another. I think it's the booze soaked into the wig line. I don't know what happened. She said she didn't want to do drag anymore. I think it's just COVID crazies got to her. So we're all cracking up, okay, in the brain. He's lost his mind. I've clearly lost my mind. My poor sweet little dog, he's only 4 pounds. He's lost his little tiny pebble mind. It's just the saddest thing. So we decided that we were going to do an Inspired by Erica video.
Which, can I add, was an emergency filming because it normally wasn't in our filming schedule.
But we had to have Erica September Carrington challenge where you do a number as her or something like that. So what we decided to do, in possible memorandum.
R.I.P. I hope not.
Rest in post office.
No, awful.
Yeah.
Is it time to push the button?
Well, here it is, you guys.
But we have to say goodbye first.
Well, I'm going to lead into it. Quit it. Our interpretation in this last closing video is entitled Berica November Dragington. Please don't kill yourself. There are suicide prevention hotlines all over. I don't know if they count for drag personalities, but I'm sure they would be more than happy to talk you down off of the makeup wipe ledge, okay? So we're just gonna say, keep going, girl. You keep on putting that foundation on with the sole of your shoe. You just keep hitting it, girl. It will go in the cracks eventually. I know, I do it every day. I like to say a Converse sneaker works better than, let's say, an Oxford shoe, because that's just a little hard. It might leave some bruises, but the Converse, oh, it's just beautiful. It was a wonderful pattern. You just shake it out, it just falls off. So that's my advice to you. Also, more tape, okay? What you're going to want to do is attach Velcro all the way to the back of your body. You're going to Velcro yourself to the wall, Erica, okay? Then you're going to start running as fast as you can towards the camera lens. And then start lip syncing. You will be gorgeous. Those are just my helpful hints to you and anyone else needing a helpful hint about how to tape the back of your face. No, these are just helpful hints. These will be like in the appendix part that gets sucked in later, okay? Now, we would also like to say before this video airs, goodbye and thank you to everyone who watched us.
Thank you for coming again. It was so wonderful to see you all.
Thank you.
Don't forget that Rosemary's back here on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. with her news report. Until then...
Oh, and a special one-time only Instagram live show starring who? Me!
Oh, fancy.
And New York's own Victoria Williams. That's right. Victoria Williams. She's a Subway fish. You got to get into her juice. We're going to be together on Rosemary Galore. Instagram, whatever. Rosemary, follow me if you don't follow me because I'm great. And we're going to be there, I think around 5 o'clock, California time, 8 o'clock, New York time. It's going to be fierce. You never know what we're going to do because I'm crazy. And she's from New York, so you know she's crazy too.
She crazy.
She crazy.
You both cray. Anyway, we are going. Lovely to see you all again. Thank you all so much for coming.
Please enjoy our Erica September Carrington inspired video. And because we are going to.
Cheers, everyone.
Ready to be transported back to yesterday. Cheers to Sunday Fun Day.
Bye, everyone.
Diddly-loo, 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 diddly-loo.
Happy Sunday Fun Day, everybody. Woohoo! You guys have your shots and stuff ready? Do you? Okay, well, we're going to start out this week. We're jumping right in with a performance from you know who. From you know who. So let me go get the music started, and you all, I'll see you in just a couple minutes, all right? It is with pleasure that I introduce my co-host, my husband, Miss Erica September Carrington.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair and golden starlight in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long